Perennials are some good plants because you buy them once and they can grow for several years. Although after a few years you may see some changes in them. They may need to be divided so that they still stay vigorous. You may have patches where they start to get pretty big and wide and may taking up space of other plants, so we need to thin them. And occasionally they kind of die out in the middle as well, so if we go ahead and rejuvenate them every few years, then we can keep that perennial flower bed looking good as your first time you planted them. For most of our perennials, the springtime's a good time because we get quick establishment. They're not going through any stress periods. Although some of them we may move in July. You may think of iris or maybe daylilies, which kind of go through a resting period, so the heat of the summer doesn't really bother them. But a lot of our perennials, we'd like to do it either in the springtime or maybe early fall, so there's not as much stress to the plant. Basically, all you're doing is lifting the plants and dividing them to as many as you want, or whatever suitable. Mark your spot, go ahead and dig it up. Typically, it needs to be set back down the same height that it was, sometimes a little bit higher, depending on if you've really fluffed the bed up, which will settle over the season. So you want to make sure that that crown, that growing point, is at the proper location. For many perennials, it's going to be right there at soil level. Peonies, as an example, they usually plant those 1 or 2 inches below grade for ideal blooming periods. Once you've got your plant back in, you want to settle the soil, so typically we go ahead and give it a nice drink of water so you can settle the soil back around the root system. You may want to put a little mulch down. That'll help hold moisture in the soil, also keep some weeds down and kind of moderate the soil temperatures as that plant continues to get reestablished and go through any transplant shock that might have occurred from the disturbing and moving of plants.
For more information, visit your local extension office or visit our website at kansasgreenyards.org.